What is happening there, J Gaming Dude here? And Final Fantasy 14 is finally coming to Xbox. Anyone excited to, jump into this game on Xbox? That would be an interesting question to ask because I don't think a lot of people are going to be, given that in order to play FF14 on Xbox, you are going to need to pay for Xbox Game Pass and the subscription to the game. And you might be like thinking, wait, hold on, why would that be the case? So, back in the day, before, when Fortnite was on Xbox, Fortnite is on Xbox, but before, in order to play any free-to-play game on Xbox, you needed to have games with gold, or I forgot what it was called, games with gold, pretty much, um, Xbox Gold, whatever it was called, the Xbox online subscription. So in order to play online for any game, you needed to have a subscription, and that also included free-to-play games, unfortunately. And they only got rid of that within the past couple of years. So that's an interesting history lesson for you guys, is Xbox was the console of choice that actually promoted the idea of paying to play online. So Xbox started it with the 360, and even with free-to-play games, you still needed that subscription in order to play free-to-play games. Now, Final Fantasy 14 is not a free-to-play game, so guess what? You are going to need to pay to play online. And on top of paying for Game Pass, which gives you the ability to play online, you also still need to pay for the subscription for FF14, which makes me now wonder, what is the point in paying for two subscriptions in order to play FF14? Because the thing is that on PlayStation, you do not need Plus. You just need to pay for the FF14 subscription, and that's it. So on the PlayStation side and on the PC side, it is exactly the same. Pay for the subscription for FF14, you're good. But for Xbox, you need to pay for the subscription for FF14 and Game Pass. I know I've repeated it multiple times by now, but I can't begin to explain just how absolutely off the wall insane this sounds or feels. It feels like there's something very wrong here, and it seems like people are considering this to be a mistake. But I am genuinely wondering how, you could mess up something this badly when it comes to an announcement. Uh, Genuinely, like, when you really think about it. And I think we actually have some numbers here on this article from Kotaku by Willa Rowe, essentially, who kind of did the math for us. And so, looking at it now, yeah. So the free trial does not require a subscription, but once the free trial is up, you do need to pay to play. And with the free trial, you usually get like about a month free, if I remember right. I got a month and a half, luckily, because this was when the new Oceania server had come up. So I was like, oh, great. I get like a server in my local area, which is pretty neat. But yeah, so besides it being incredibly unusual, so you need to pay the subscription for FF14, which is usually 13 bucks a month to 12.99. And then the cheapest tier of Game Pass, which is Game Pass Core, running you 10 bucks a month, or if you've got Ultimate, 17 a month. And normally you would think that any sort of subscription that would cost you money, if you're already paying for a subscription, that it would all be kind of tied in together. But I guess Square and Xbox, or rather Microsoft, didn't really come up with any sort of plan regarding this. So it's actually fairly interesting to see that that's kind of what's going on. So if the math ends up right, you've got $12.99 for the FF14 lowest subscription, entry subscription, and then you've got 10 bucks for Game Pass Core, which is the cheapest version. So you're running 23 bucks a month to play FF14, which seems like quite a bit much, given that everyone else only has to pay 13. So this is again a very, very strange move. Again, the beta for the Xbox versions is starting on February 21, So it'll be interesting to see how things go. I'm pretty sure they might remove the Game Pass requirement, but again, the fact of the matter is this is currently happening for the time being, unless any changes or corrections are made in the future. So as of right now, this is what is currently being reported. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. It'll be a fascinating conversation because I feel like there's been nothing but either negative or very questionable news coming out from Xbox, whether it be multiple games of theirs going multi-platform or something like this, where I thought we kind of dropped the idea of, needing to pay to play online on the Xbox side, especially if it was a free-to-play game. But now we find ourselves in a position where now it's a game that is not free-to-play, but requires its own subscription in and of itself. So, again, a fascinating experiment on the Xbox side. Be interested to see what they're doing there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it. I do upload videos every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.